Happy Monday, everybody. My goodness. Here we are. Here we are. So exciting. So we are here from the weekend. I hope everybody had a good one. I cannot believe that it's the end of September. Holy mackerel. How did we get here? The summer was so hot and with a lot of crazy weather. And I know that that felt like basically 3 months was like seemingly 5 years. And here we are in the end of September, right? It just flew. I hope everybody's having a great start to their week. And actually, on this Monday afternoon, at least Eastern time, we're Monday afternoon. We're not quite there on the West Coast yet. And we are later in the evening around the world. So, hello, everybody. I actually want to talk about the weekends a little bit today, um, specifically how to avoid overindulgence on the weekend. First of all, hydrating. This is actually my third one today. So, for anyone who is new to my live streams, this is 1 liter. This is my little favorite cup here. It's about 1 liter. This is my third one. Switching up my my walk times because as we all know, well, some of us better than others, the plan that works for you is the one you can stick to, right? So I'm playing around with some better times to get my walk in. And so we're trying it, seeing how it all fits together, doing it in the morning instead of the afternoon. I prefer, I'm a quasi morning person. Even though I wake up early, I still like to ease into the day. So I call that a quasi morning person because I'm not like up and at 'em, let's go run a mile. Like I'm not that person. Never was. I tried lifting at 6 a.m. lots of times because I had to do it. That was more out of necessity to get it in because I used to work in Manhattan and I had a long day ahead of me and a very unpredictable schedule into the evenings. So, in order for me to get my workouts, my time in, show up for myself, I was going to the gym at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning because that's when I get it in. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, despite not being, the most palatable time of the day. But I got to tell you, it felt damn good getting that workout in. I was very pleased with myself after the fact. So it's like any workout that you kind of think, I don't want to do it or I don't feel up to it. That workout often ends up being one of the best workouts or, the best workouts you can ever do. So I want you to keep that in mind. Sometimes when we don't feel like it, we're just so proud of ourselves for pushing forward. Now, if you're injured, obviously don't push yourself. But if you're just in your head about it, like, I don't feel like it today, or I'm tired, I just want to go home and go on the couch, that you could push through. And I encourage you to try it. See how you feel about it. I mean, you're going to come out of the gym or the other room, wherever your workout stuff is set up, if you're more of a home workout person, and you're going to be like, yeah, pat yourself on the back. So anyway, without much more ado, let's talk weekends. Okay. How to avoid overindulgence specifically on the weekend. Okay. Because we definitely, during the week, we put in all this effort. It's like easy when we have like a Monday through Friday or a Saturday through Friday, or, whatever your work week is, it's easier to behave during the work week because you're more structured. And then the weekend hits and you're like, oh my God, I want a whole pizza, 3 liters of soda. I'm going to have all the French fries piled on my plate. I earned it this week, right? Well, no, we don't have to do that. So here's the thing. And believe it or not, I have more conversations than you can imagine about this exact thing, because women talk to me all the time about how they feel that they're doing all the right things, but they don't understand why they're still gaining weight. And I'm telling you, some of that is the weekends. You got to kind of like figure out your balance here. So here's a few tips. All right. Don't deprive yourself during the week. That's the biggest one, because a lot of times we're so good being good. Being good is, I've come to sort of realize it's a little bit of a code word for restriction. Okay. When you're good, you don't need to be good. There's no good, there's no bad. It's just, are you doing it? Are you doing the thing or not? Make a decision. Are you doing it? Put the effort in. Okay. So don't deprive yourself during the week. Aim for that balance. All right. So if you're going to think you're saving calories for the weekend, well, think again, because you save calories during the week and you undereat, you're going to be hungry like a hungry lumberjack once it comes to like Friday night, Saturday night, and you're going to be like ordering, a couple appetizers, ordering whatever on the menu. You're going to say, I earned this. And then you end up overeating. True story. Had a client who did that. Overate by 1,000 calories. That's a lot. 1,000 calories. That's like half of your day in excess. So it's very easy to head to a Chili's and hit that extra 1,000-calorie mark and not notice it. Okay, so I don't want you to deprive yourself during the week. Aim for the balance. I was waiting for this. I was waiting for this little thing to pop up. Darn you, Google. So aim for that balance. All right. Plan healthy meals for the weekend, just like weekdays. So a little bit about what I do. I always have healthy snacks on hand. And speaking of healthy snacks, hold please. I wanted to share a little show and tell today. I just got this handy dandy. I'm an edamame fan. I don't eat piles of it. Yes, there's estrogen in it. I'm in perimenopause. My estrogen's low. I supplement already daily with HRT. I need estradiol. So I'm not really that worried about a little extra estrogen. However, that being said, if you're just eating this in moderation, you're just like getting a box every now and again. Whoops, is it letting me do it? Not really. There we go. Hello. If you're just going to get a snack box every now and again, that is okay. Nobody's writing to anybody to tell on you that you're having edamame and there's 45 bags in here. By the way, if anybody's interested in this, I will send you the link. Just DM me. Okay. Just DM me or drop it in the comments in the Facebook group. If you're in my Facebook group, YouTubers, just find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at the Anywhere Fit Coach. Just DM me and say, hey, can you give me the link to those edamame snacks? Because here's the thing. This box of 45 bags, boom, was $31. Now, here we are. These are great. They fit inside my purse. I am a big fan of carrying snacks. Whenever I go, I always have food in my bag. This is a nice portion, number one. Okay. If you're talking about like pre-workout, this is great. If you are on the go and you just need a quick something before a workout and you don't have time to like shove a couple pancakes down, these are great. So anyway, 11 grams of protein for one little bag, not a ton of sodium. It's like 153 milligrams of sodium. These are the ranch ones. I just tried these today. They're sea salt, ranch, sriracha, buffalo, wasabi. Anyway, long story short, the box of 24, it comes out to like $1 something a bag. But this particular, like 45 bags for 31 bucks, that's like 64 cents a bag. And you know the soybean situation if you've been watching the news. So if you want the link, I will send it to you. Amazon. It was here in like a day and a half, 2 days. So anyway, that's one of my little hacks. I have snacks that are grab and go. All right. I have things that I prepare in the freezer with frozen yogurt that taste like dessert. So you could slice thin like a Granny Smith apple, put a dollop of yogurt on top, and then drizzle it with peanut butter and chocolate and freeze that up. And it's like a little frozen tart. And that's like protein. That's micronutrients from the green apple. Because Granny Smith, believe it or not, it's really jam-packed with some serious micronutrients. You got peanut butter, and I use PB2 powder. So that way I'm cutting down on the fat by not using straight peanut butter from the jar. So I just like make the PB2 powder with a little bit of water so it drizzles. And then I use dark chocolate. Okay. So it's like little things like that. I always have those on hand. I am a snacker. So I just want to give you these ideas as some options. Okay. I post recipes in my Facebook group. You guys have stuff for like oatmeal cookies and like oatmeal breakfast cookies. Sorry, I meant to say breakfast cookies. So it's stuff like that. When it's a treat, it gives you that illusion. It hits the spot. I love my treats, but I love knowing that they're healthy as well, that they have a benefit for me. It's not that like I have to eat something healthy because it's healthy. No, I think of it as it's healthy in that it's benefiting my body and it's helping me advance toward my goals. Okay. So plan healthy meals for the weekend, just like the weekdays. And then when you go out, and I tell this to all of my clients, when you go out to a restaurant, if you can, like look at the menu in advance because we track at Anywhere Fit. We definitely look up meals. And a lot of times the menu is like the menu items are in the app. But if they're not, flex into the portion control method. Okay. Just to make sure that you're prioritizing protein on your plate. You're not getting super saucy. Things drowned in sauce, they're going to be drowned in fat, more than likely, or high sodium. You don't have control over what the ingredients are in the dishes. So just be cognizant of that, because if you are going out to eat often and you're just treating yourself, I'm not saying don't indulge or don't enjoy, but you got to be realistic about the imbalance you're creating with that. Because If you say want to lose weight, you didn't gain that weight that you want to lose by eating the healthiest diet. Okay. So if you think that you are going to lose weight by doing the same things that you did that gained you the weight, I'm not sure we live in the same planet. Okay. It's not going to happen like that. You have to change the habits that got you there. All right. So for anyone who this is your first time listening to me, I say it straight. I'm not going to BS you. Um, it's not my style. All right. I'm not poking fun at anyone. I'm here to support you 1000%. If you have questions, please do reach out. It is free to talk to me. You can ask me anything you'd like. I just want to be straight with you because I feel very strongly, and I've seen this over and over again, and it's really one of the top reasons I coach. And I've been a coach for quite a number of years. I am not a fan of the BS. I'm not. I'm not here to pander you. I'm here to have those tough conversations. Okay. That being said. All right. Plan healthy meals for the weekend. Have those healthy snacks to grab and go. DM me for that freaking great Amazon deal. I mean, you can't beat it. 64 cents a bag for a snack bag. Do you know how much you pay for a smaller portion of Doritos? Oh my God. Just makes me want to cringe. Anyway, moving on. Okay. So we're going to plan healthy meals for the weekend as well as snacks, just like weekdays. We're not going to deprive ourselves during the week. We're going to aim for balance. Stay active with fun weekend activities like hiking, biking, bowling. There's a plethora of things. Pumpkin picking. Who loves the pumpkin patch? I love the pumpkin patch. I'm a PSL person too. I like my occasional pumpkin spice latte. I can't lie. I do enjoy that, especially since they started putting real pumpkin puree in it. That's a good source of fiber. Did you know that? Pumpkin puree? Hell yeah. So anyway, I digress. So pick some fun weekend activities. If you're going out to dinner with your girlfriends, I do not want you to feel bad about sitting down and talking to them. That is totally fine. That is when we are at a restaurant and we are flexing into portion control. We are enjoying a glass of wine or a cocktail. Enjoy, but there's no reason to order 3 appetizers and order a couple of entrees and this and that and the other thing. Have the whole pile of fries. It's portion control. Okay. Be mindful of portion sizes because the restaurant is not portioning according to portion sizes. All right. So hunger cues is another big one. So we're talking about portion control. What happens when you eat, you're enjoying it, and then at the end of the meal, when you have to unbutton your pants or you're like, oh, thank God I wore something with elastic or thank God I wore a muumuu tonight. Guys, that's overeating. You're not paying attention to your hunger cues. You can pack it up and bring it home. All right. I told you I'm going to be straight with you. That's just how I roll. Portion control. Okay. Hunger cues are key. So when your body's telling you, I'm full, we're done. Eating until you're 80% full is even better. You don't need to be uncomfortable to be satisfied. That's not satisfied, that's overfull. Okay. Satisfied is when you stop when you're 80% full and you're drinking water, or maybe you're having that cocktail and then you chase it with a water afterward, right? Because maybe you're driving home and you have to you know, balance, guys. And one last thing, practice moderation, not restriction. So we're talking about, in general, to aim for balance and not to deprive yourself. Well, that's everything in moderation means you're not restricting yourself. Okay, guys, enjoy your weekends. Just find ways sometimes to be active, find ways where, you can practice awareness of what you're eating on your plate. So you order something, for example, Cracker Barrel has this actually enjoy it. They do like a chicken cutlet, and it's like a grilled or a roasted chicken cutlet. Comes with like a couple sides. I usually get like green beans and carrots, but it comes with 2 chicken breasts. Do I eat both chicken breasts? No. I eat the one because that is a portion for me and I'm getting my protein in. So I will save the other one. So that's a good, example of where I exercise portion control. Who loves the biscuits, by the way, at Cracker Barrel? It's like one of my favorite food groups is Cracker Barrel biscuit. I do not shy away from carbs. I am Italian. I'm a pasta eating Italian. I love my arancini. You like the rice balls that have like the center has a little bit of meat or peas in the center, and then it's like breadcrumbs around the rice, the arborio rice ball, like that. Oh, so good. So good. But portion control. Okay. I'm not eating like a bucket full of rice balls. I'm eating like 1 or 2 of them. Sometimes they come like as an appetizer and there's 3, medium size, meatball size ones that are like this size, 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Enjoy the things you love. You can enjoy your favorite foods. You can balance them without having your weekend throw all of your progress off due to overindulgence. Okay. So you can indulge, love it, and still move the needle on your progress. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon.